So today we learned that the LA ballerina, Ksenia Karelina, detained in Russia on charges of treason. What did she do? She gave $50 to a Ukraine charity while she was in Russia visiting family. She was denied her appeal. She's facing up to 20 years. She hasn't been seen by anyone outside the jail since her arrest on January 27. Even her own attorney hasn't seen her, okay? And her family and certainly her boyfriend are very much in a state of desperation to get help from anyone they can. And you know what kind of hill they're facing, right? You got Ksenia there, other than Brittany Griner. I mean, they still have Whalen. They still have the two journalists there, Evan Gershkovich and the Radio Free Europe lady, Almu Karmasheva. They have them. I mean, what's being done? So let's bring in somebody who is desperate for something to be done. Chris van Heerdan joins us now. It is good to see you, brother. This was not a surprise what happened today, but what do you understand about the state of helping get Ksenia home?
Chris, thank you for having me back. You know what? I'm in contact with the U.S. State Department, and I'm not a begging man, but I'm begging. I'm like, what are we doing? You know, they're telling me they're trying to get close to Ksenia. It's not possible because of the Russian government keeping away. But I'm desperate. I'm like, I'm sure we can get something done. You know, I'm trying to get. They told me the next step is to get Ksenia on a wrongfully detained list, get it turned over. So let's get that done. I'm a begging man. I'm desperate.
Does the State Department give you any confidence that they believe she is wrongfully detained and that when that will be done?
They're not sharing anything with me because they say it's a private matter. They just tell me that every day they try their best. That's all they can tell me.
Has anyone in the family heard anything?
You know, the mom and dad, everyone is guessing, playing a guessing game. And that's why I'm here. I'm just trying to shine light on this and put pressure on whoever I need to put pressure on in order to get Ksenia back. I mean, she's a normal person.
I know this is hard for you, brother, and I know that you're scared. What did it mean to you to get a letter from her today? First of all, what is she saying? Is she keeping her strength up, and what did it mean to you?
Let me share this with you, Chris. I got a letter today trying to get more info on what's a day like in her life. 6 o'clock in the morning, she's up. Bedtime is at 10. They refuse to put the lights off. You got to go to bed with the lights on. I mean, that's bad. No hot water. She's got cold water in her cell. Washes her face with cold water. She loves that because she's an esthetician. She's telling me about the conditions of you get to go outside once a day to the rooftop, but it's freezing, it's cold, it's snowing, and sometimes if you go up, they leave you out there for hours. So she refuses to go back to go back up. I mean, reading this from this woman, it's breaking my heart. I'm like, why is she going through this? Like, I'm desperate, Chris.
Does she believe she's going to come home?
You know, as I'm reading this letter, one moment she's very hopeful, and the very next she's telling me she's preparing for the fate might be that she might be in there for the rest of her life. So it's uncertain where her mind is. It depends on the day.
You know, I was thinking when we were talking on the phone the other day that I know you love her very much, and I can't imagine how painful this is because you have plans. You had plans in your heart, in your head about what the future was hold, but who knew that this was going to happen? And now there is a dream that is being deferred for you. How are you handling that?
It's a day-by-day thing, Chris. I never expect much. I never imagined being in this situation. You know, a man gets inspired by being a man, you know, being a protector, being a provider. Right now, I'm helpless. I'm powerless. You know, I cannot do any of that. And that feeling of someone you care about being in a situation that you have no control over and you cannot help.
Right.
It's painful.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com. newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.